shall find old, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that...
Looking at the two posters, I'd say they're quite effective, mostly. Well, a poster and a magazine cover. The first thing that comes to mind is the fact that Harry Redmayne isn't a person. The gold on the banner on the Empire magazine says Winfield exclusives 28 hours later. It's a bit Microsoft Word. And, above the Empire logo, it says 66, but 66 creepiest horrors of all time. But I suppose it makes sense if you let it stretch. But I do like them.
Both the magazine and the poster look really good. One criticism would be that the creepiest horrors of all time banner blends too much with the background. I think the poster's good. I like the fact they're all in silhouette, but again, Harry Redmayne isn't a person. And I think that maybe the magazine just looks a bit bland.
The poster and the magazine cover look quite good. The only thing two things I would criticise is the Harry Redmayne. He isn't really a real person. And I don't even know what the white thing says on the movie poster. It's sort of like the font is a little bit off. Can't really read it properly.
I think both the posters look good, but the only criticism I've got is that the magazine looks a little bit bland. There should be more colour on it.
Overall, the poster and the cover look pretty good. The poster's got a nice framed shot in it. The fonts are a bit iffy, but otherwise it's okay. You can't really see the characters very clearly, but that's alright as well. The cover, as has been mentioned before, not very colourful. It's difficult to see that the title of the magazine is Empire, or it could be implied that. Harry Redmayne's not a real person. The creepiest horrors of all time blends into the background a bit too much. Other than that, it's actually very well alright.
Everything that kills me makes me...
Overall it looks good, but the only issue I've got is that all of it's kind of just gold and red, and then that you can't really read it blends in the background too much.
66 is a bit disembodied. It doesn't mean anything. It could be 66 of the creepiest horrors of all time, or it could be issue 66, 66p. Colours are really bold and they stand out quite well, although this could be moved slightly that way. The background and the picture itself doesn't really relate to the theme of horror, but it could be spruced into such of a picture. But otherwise, it's good. I do like this. The background colour is a bit nothing. It's not very. There's no statement there. It's just very bland. There should be something there. 66 of, for example. This text looks a bit too far over to the left, I think. Harry Redmayne, not a person. This is a bit... it looks very much like something from Word format, Word processor. Other than that, it's very good photo. The picture doesn't look particularly horrific, but other than that, very good.
And I feel it burn down this river.
I think the red blends in with the seats a bit. I do like the fact they're silhouetted. Can't really read that, I don't know what that's even about. I know, okay, it's black, it's meant to be horror, but this doesn't really stand out a lot. That's it, really.
The font, I can't properly read it. Not really sure what that says. I like that they're all silhouetted. Gives it a bit of a dramatic feel to it. And yeah, the only thing that font is sort of like not right. There we go.
The shot's well framed. I like the positioning of the characters in the foreground and the setting in the background. You can't really read that very well. That blends in with the chairs. That makes no sense at all. Other than that, I still like the framing. It's good.